Hello you guys, and welcome back to my channel, Your Hero's Quest. Thank you so much for being here. I wanted to talk today all about manifestation. It is the subject that I just love the most when we're talking about being on the hero's journey, the quest for our own adventure, for becoming the hero of our myth. One of the most important and best tools to have in our back pocket in creating the life of the grandest epic adventure and claiming our destiny is manifestation. My manifestation journey has been several years long, and it really started with the book The Secret and the Law of Attraction, and that has definitely become more mainstream. But it wasn't until I discovered the works of Neville Goddard, who was an American mystic and teacher in the 1940s, 50s, who had many lectures and writings about the law of assumption. At its core, manifestation is simply energy and frequency made manifest through you, made manifest into the physical. We are taught that we must see things to believe them. And this mindset shift really from the magical, that I talk about in my videos about King Arthur and his knights and unicorns and dragons, the mindset of people used to be more mystical. When the Age of Enlightenment came around, science started to take hold and people had this much more logical mindset. But the consciousness from lineages before us, all the ancient wisdom, is believing in something before you see it, and that is the basis of prayer. We must pray for something as if it's already received, and then we get to receive it. Now, the law of assumption really states that A, what we assume to be true will be true. B, when we assume our wish is already fulfilled in the here and now, then it will be. So it eliminates this idea of chasing something, this idea of having to attract something that's outside of ourself into our life that can hinder people in manifestation. And instead, it says it's already here now. When we can align with it vibrationally through our feeling, our emotion, our visualization of it, then it manifests in the 3D. Neville says, to pray successfully, you must have clearly defined objectives. You must know what you want before you can ask for it. You must know what you want before you can feel that you have it. And prayer is the feeling of the fulfilled desire. It does not matter what it is you seek in prayer or where it is or whom it concerns. You have nothing to do but convince yourself of the truth of that which you desire to see manifested. When you emerge from prayer, you no longer seek, for you have. If you have prayed correctly, subconsciously assumed the reality of the state sought, and by the law of reversibility, your subconscious must objectify that which it affirms. He goes on to say that your beliefs, your fixed attitudes of mind constantly modify your consciousness as it is reflected on the mirror of your mind. Your consciousness, modified by your beliefs, objectifies itself in the conditions of your world. To change your world, you must first change your conception of it. As soon as you believe in the truth of the state affirmed, results follow. This sums up, in so many words or less, the notion that we are the operative force. We are this point of consciousness, and the world about us is our mirror. That's why everyone's reality is different. We're in the same reality of this world, but each person has a different experience of it because our point of consciousness is all different. Our thoughts, beliefs, emotions, assumptions are all different. So therefore, we all get a different experience. To change the mirror of the 3D reality reflected about us, the only thing we can do is change within. Another reason I love the law of assumption so much is because it doesn't require a lot from us. It requires a mindset shift. It requires a shift in our self-concept, in the thoughts we're constantly thinking about ourselves, in the beliefs that we have latched onto and are operating from. When we can shift those programs within us, then the results start to change. So it is a subconscious reprogramming because the subconscious is running our life, right? It's 5%, the tip of the iceberg, is our conscious mind and conscious attitude and all of that. And 95% are subconscious thoughts. So yes, there is that traversing into the shadow realms, into the belly of the whale, to see what lurks there, these false beliefs that we no longer want. And it is instilling new beliefs, new assumptions about who we are. I always like to assign clients a thought audit. So we think mostly the same thoughts every single day, which is crazy to think about, but it's true. So when we can actually step away, separate ourselves from the thoughts and start to observe them, then we can get a good litmus test of where we're at on our self-concept. Our self-concept is basically our identity, and our identity is who we think we are, comprised of our thoughts, beliefs, emotions, attitude about ourselves. So to shift into our dream reality, we actually need to shift our state of being and shift our identity, because we can't get something new from who we have continuously been and who we're continuously being. We have to choose differently. We have to choose new thoughts and programs. Then the outer reality is reflected. By doing this, we are living from the end. And that is another thing the law of assumption states. If you have a goal, we must live from the end of it, from it already being fulfilled, and assume the feeling of that wish fulfilled. If you are desiring more money, we have to ignore what's circumstances are going on in your life and feel right now that you already have that amount you want, that you already are so abundant, that the universe always takes care of you, that money is always pouring into your life, that you are a vibrational match for money. And then the money comes. And this goes with anything else, a relationship, your dream home, your dream lifestyle, your business, your career, a vacation. It doesn't matter what it is. We have to feel that it's already done. And Neville can't stress enough that our imagination is our superpower, our power to visualize things, because the subconscious mind does not know what's real or fake. It will just take what's impressed upon it as truth. Our conscious is the masculine, the subconscious is the feminine. The masculine impresses onto the feminine, and she receives and births into life what we tell it. It's imperative that we only are feeding the subconscious positive thoughts, positive state of being, and positive visualizations and expectations. This is how we affect the change. A couple minutes per day, visualizing the outcome of your thing desired as if you already have it. You're already living it. You already have the money. You're already in the dream house. You're already with the partner, whatever it is for you, anything. And then feel all the feelings, all the tactile feelings of that scene, right? And it feels so amazing. So just by you doing that, you have now created that reality. And by these laws, these are immutable laws, it must come into your being. The only thing that stops it is the limiting beliefs and the doubt and the fear and reacting to external circumstances. So we must override the see it to believe it with believe it to see it. Believe it to see it, believe it to see it. The more and more and more you can tap into this and start to get comfortable with that, the more and more manifestation speeds up, becomes much easier for you, because it becomes the new norm. All you have to do is believe, visualize, feel, and then see. Because if we're waiting to see something to believe it, it's never really going to happen, right? This is how we get ahead of the manifestation. This is how we hack the system. This is the cheat code to get our desires, is to simply assume they're already here. Feel the feeling of them already being here. Feel the feeling of the wish fulfilled. I am so deeply passionate about this because it changed my life. I have manifested money, opportunities, friendships, all sorts of things, seemingly out of thin air. And I am just so excited to share this information because I feel like everyone should know about this. So if you're new to manifesting, then let me tell you, this is going to absolutely change your life. And even if you have been on a manifestation journey for a long time and you haven't yet discovered the law of assumption, this is going to change your life. I invite you to join my 21-day manifestation email challenge that is going to set you up for getting your vision board into your reality and make you a master manifester. My whole idea behind this was, they say it takes 21 days to change a habit, but can you change your life in 21 days? I think that you can. I really do. So every single day will be a new email with some wisdom, some coaching from me, some insight, and a task. And the tasks will only take 10 to 20 minutes per day. So it's not very much of a time investment for a lifetime of change, because when you change your mind, you change your mindset, your entire life changes. And there's no going back. So if you're ready to claim your dream reality and start to feel worthy of it, start to feel deserving of it, and start living it now. You're done waiting. You're done seeing it in some distant future that feels completely out of reach. You're done living in lack and scarcity and doubt and fear and anxiety. You want a life of ease. You want a life of joy, of bliss, of being paid for what you love, of feeling confident and sexy in yourself, of attracting things effortlessly to you. I promise it gets to be easy. And this course is going to give you all the tools that you need forever for manifesting. And I'm just so excited to take you on this little hero's journey with me. And I really just can't wait to see your shifts, your transformation, and what you can manifest. So if that calls to you, do that. Also, like and subscribe for more. I will definitely be on here talking much more about manifestation, law of assumption, and how we can just really transform our mindsets for our most epic lives and adventures. And don't forget, you are the hero of your myth. To live mythically is the only way to live, in my opinion. And it's the most fulfilled way to live and brings in the most magic and juiciness into our world and our life. You know what? I almost forgot. We haven't pulled a card in a while, so I thought this is perfect. From the Hero's Journey Dream Oracle, a message for you on your journey right now. Let's see what comes through. Stop and take in the view. Take stock of the treasures you've earned. Gorgeous. Well, what immediately comes to mind for me for this card is the attitude of gratitude. When we're so grateful for what we already have, and it's such a funny part of manifesting actually, because of course we have this underlying desire for more, and we can see the dream of all these things and experiences that we want to have, people we want to meet. But to get to it, we have to first be so appreciative of everything that we already have. And this is because gratitude is the highest form and state of receivership. When you feel grateful already, then the universe is like, let's give them more things to be grateful for. It's all frequency and vibration, and that is such a high frequency to be in. So definitely a gratitude practice is perfect when we're getting into the vibe of manifesting. But let's see what the book says. Whatever we are waiting for, it will surely come to us, but only when we are ready to receive it with an open and grateful heart. Can you stop and be filled with appreciation for all you've accomplished thus far? It is now time to be showered with blessings, whether you are deep in the valley or on the mountain peak. Revel in the rewards of your journey thus far. Take heart knowing that delighting in love and appreciation will give you the strength to journey farther, thus multiplying the gifts you can share with others. And yes, absolutely, such a big piece of this as well is realizing how far you've already come, how much you've already accomplished. And when you have those limiting thoughts come up, look to your past to disprove them, because I promise you there's something there that will disprove it, that said, oh no, there was this time that I pulled myself out of that I am a success, that this happened, that I had this beautiful blessing fall into my life. Be so appreciative for who you are, where you are, how far you've come, and of course, the amazing wonder that is to come. So thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know in the comments what takeaways you had, if you've heard of the law of assumption, if you're eager to learn more, and I will see you in the next video and hopefully in my 21-day challenge. Much love.